welcome to Beyond the Pour. I'm Nilu, your sommelier host, and we're talking all things hospitality once again. And I have two guests with me today, husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Slone, not Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but Nicole and Brent. Welcome. I'm so excited to have you on Beyond the Pour.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
My
Nice.
pleasure. And I'm just going to say two words, above board. And then I'm going to let you guys tell me what that is.
Yeah. Um, First to market with a sugar-free liqueur. Liqueurs as a category have never been challenged in the alcohol industry until now. And so we're going after this super stale category with our version of these beloved liqueurs that we have enjoyed for centuries, really.
That's
Mm-hmm.
right. Yeah, and if you think about the cocktails that are out there, Southern California is such a beautiful craft cocktail scene, and 65-70% of cocktails that are made up use some sort of liqueur to sweeten and
Yeah.
enhance
Mm-hmm.
cocktails. And we built the brand out of frustration. We were tired of going out and not seeing any no or low sugar cocktail options, and so yeah, we
Decided to
started
make them on our
actually right behind us here in the kitchen.
It's
Yeah,
true.
That's the best
yeah.
story. Start right there. And so you live in San Diego. The business is out of San Diego right now. Obviously, you're going to be taking it around California, I hope, in different places. Um, but you basically thought, how much alcohol are in these liquors that you were tasting generally? I know
They're
yours
low.
is 3%, or is it 3% or 3 grams?
Great question. So liqueurs, by category or by nature, are very low in alcohol content. So ABV stands for alcohol by volume, and
Mm-hmm.
where a vodka traditionally sits at 40 or 80 proof, our liqueurs are low.
Mm-hmm.
We matched orange for triple sec at 23, the coffee at 20, and our cream at 17. So they're half the
Yeah.
amount of vodka in alcohol.
Okay, so that you're saying the percentage, and I am lucky enough to have got my hands on a couple of amazing bottles. So I just wanted to, I'm sure you've got some in the kitchen too, but I just want to show this beautiful bottle. Um,
Absolutely.
and that's the Irish cream, and it's got 3 grams of sugar. But
We do want to
here,
point out though the Irish cream, although it says 3 grams, that's for serving size of 2.5
Hmm.
ounces. So it's just over a gram of sugar per ounce. So
okay.
something,
God, if that's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So
Right.
it's like a gram and a half per shot, and then
Mhm.
about a
Yeah,
gram
that's
per
right.
ounce. So yeah, very important to point out that TTB didn't know what to do with this because they define liqueurs as something that has 2 grams of sugar or more. So.
Yeah, yeah.
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 And they had to rewrite the rules for you guys. They're like,
No,
okay, I guess
they
we'll have to.
didn't, but they kind of we battled with them for 7 or 8 months
Yeah.
before they actually approved our labels, but
Yeah.
they just didn't know what to do with this, right?
Nothing easy with the TTB. I know
That's
that
right.
firsthand.
Yep,
So this is the coffee one, and this has zero sugar.
that's
Correct.
correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm in a second while I'm talking to you, I'm gonna make myself a little espresso martini with these
I
beautiful
love
drinks.
Making
that.
me
Yeah,
want
I
one.
took
Yeah,
I took
right.
a I
It
took
is
a
happy hour, right?
It is happy hour somewhere. I took these with me to this last weekend. We were with friends in Santa Barbara, and we got a condo and everything with beautiful kitchen. And I took all my cocktails, and I took these two. Um, and the first drink I made them was an espresso martini. So I took the glassware and everything. They loved it. They loved it. And
That's
they're
great.
like, send us the pictures. Anyway, so while we're talking, because I'm gonna make you talk more than me, I'll be making myself a little espresso martini here.
Love that
Um,
for you.
yeah, thank you, thank you. So you started the business thinking, okay, nobody else seems to have a low sugar or zero sugar kind of liquor. Is your background in anything to do with alcohol? Are you in the food industry? How did this sort of, what was your past, I guess? What was your experience
Yeah.
before
Well,
this?
actually in college and in our 20s worked in the hospitality industry in restaurants. Brent was a bartender. I was a server my whole life, as far as graduating high school and college. I always served and learned so much. But neither one of us went that direction. I got
Yeah.
into the real estate industry as an escrow officer.
Excellent.
I
Well, you're gonna meet a lot of different people as an escrow officer, so you got a
Yeah.
good feel of what people want, right? So that's kind of good. What
go
about you?
Yeah, and actually, well,
Yeah,
it's I think it's important to point out we feel like we make a really good couple, not only in life but as business partners. So
yeah,
Nicole, being an escrow, she's been great about building brands, communication with people, kind of that front of the line
yeah.
sales aspect of the
Mhm.
business.
Mm-hmm.
And my role, I'm operate as the CFO, but I'm soon moving to COO. I'm more of an operations strategic, analytic type of individual. My
Yeah.
job was in technology for 25 years. So my
Oh
role has
my gosh.
building our corporation, uh, creating systems in place, generating
Yeah,
automations, and really making sure that we're ready to scale nationally as soon as we land our
yeah.
accounts. Yeah.
Well,
So
your operations, oh my gosh, yeah, my husband, same thing, telecom operations. So I know that's, so good to have somebody can oversee all that stuff. That's really, really tough thing to do. But so that's your past. Now, you've been living in San Diego for a few years. And when did you start this, did you say? This business?
But during COVID,
yeah,
During
just formed,
COVID, you're like, oh,
kitchen concept, right? Playing around
yeah,
with these sugar alternatives, which were all leaving us flat until we stumbled across the ones we landed on. But
yeah,
um, we would, I would say that was born during COVID.
yeah.
yeah,
End of 21 is when we formed the corporation and then really started to think about how we could bring a brand to market. We weren't in a rush. We knew that whatever we launched with, we wanted it to be perfect or
Mhm.
yeah,
as good as it could be, right?
Right.
And so we actually started as a simple syrup company. We thought we were going to be like a non-alcoholic cocktail mixer company because the very first product that we made was a simple syrup. And
yeah,
so
yeah.
we made it right here on this corner, and we both looked at each other and we're just like, we're on to something.
This is
This is
delicious.
this is amazing.
It
And
tasted different. Yeah,
yeah,
Hmm.
we
it
did
tastes
probably
different.
10 different expressions with these cocktail mixers. We did a old fashioned syrup, we did a black walnut, and
Mm.
anyways, we Nicole came up with the idea. It's like, well, we're going to start putting these in alcohol. Why don't we just fuse them together?
Yeah.
And when we started doing research, we realized that nobody has sugar-free liqueur offerings. So
Did not know that, honestly.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know I'm in this business and I've
yeah.
never known that. That
Yep.
is really cool to
Bailey's,
know.
yeah, Bailey's did a light version, I guess, gosh, what, 6, 7 years ago or
Yeah,
something.
and
Yeah,
longer, yeah.
yeah. Ooh, look at that. That looks
She puts them in
delicious.
I would put it in a
five.
shaker. I just thought it would make a mess here because it's my office. So I'm shaken, not, or should I say stirred, not shaken
Ah,
at this moment. But I put everything in here with my vodka, my Irish cream. I didn't even look at the ounces. I just went for it. So I'm excited in a little bit. That's going to go into my Nicanora glass.
I
Yay.
love a Nick and Nora. I have to
Oh
ask,
my God.
was that
Yeah.
a lime vodka?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. This is a lime vodka. And I don't want to mess up your liqueur. Is this okay to put into that?
Well, citrus generally doesn't go well with cream. It'll start to coagulate.
Oh. Oh.
So when I saw the lime
Yeah.
and the cream, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
Oh
But
no. Oh no.
But
Well,
I'm
hopefully it's
actually
just a
curious.
flavor.
Yeah, well, if you think about like key lime pie,
Yeah.
there could be you might be onto something there.
We'll
maybe
find out in a second.
All right, all
I'm
right.
gonna drink it and then I'm gonna tell you whether I just messed up everything or it's a
Or
good
created something amazing.
that's
or just something cool. Let's look at this, guys.
Oh
And
wow.
so this.
I know I'm gonna do this. I wish I could pour you guys one of these.
I wish you could too.
I know.
enough is
You're
enough.
like, we've got an event tonight. And so I've got this.
Yeah, yeah.
I do have my coffee beans, but I'll do that later. So cheers to you guys. I'm gonna try it. Let's see what we got here.
Cheers.
It'll be like the orange
Oh
creamsicle.
my God. The lemon goes well. Because
Really? Okay.
yeah, the thing that it it's got a kick. It's got a kick. You got to
Wow.
try it. I mean, I think with
Okay.
I've got an orange liquor in my freezer as well, so maybe I'll try it with that. But you
Hmm.
don't
Love
like
that.
it with anything, Nicole. You like it just
Well,
plain
we've
vodka.
actually tried it with vanilla
Mm.
vodka goes really
Oh,
well with those two,
Mm-hmm.
as
Yeah.
well as whipped cream vodka. So
See?
thinking
They
more
kick.
on the indulgent side, but I do
Yeah.
like the concept of having, some sort of
same.
flavoring. Yeah,
And
right.
I will say one of our drinks that people love the most is our orange liqueur with our
Yeah.
cream liqueur and vodka for like a creamsicle martini. If you remember
Oh,
those push-up pops. So
yeah.
yeah, I'm loving this lime thing. I'll be
Yeah,
trying
right.
it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try it.
You have to try it. It's good. But generally, do people buy your liqueurs more for an espresso martini, or what do you see them using them mostly for?
I think it's seasonal.
Hmm.
So, we see a larger uptick in sales with our orange during like spring and summertime, so
Mm-hmm.
think
Mm-hmm.
free margaritas,
Yeah.
Cosmos, sidecars, right? And then now that we're in fall, entering into winter, we're seeing an increase in sales in Irish cream and coffee because it's, the fall season, things are cooling
Yeah.
down, and they're more delectable cocktails that you can make with those.
Right?
A little more versatility there
Hmm.
as
Yeah.
far as the holiday drinks goes. We
Yeah,
just made an amazing pumpkin spice martini that is so good. Yeah, so
it's pretty
using
easy.
the Irish
You
cream.
made a liqueur that's pumpkin?
No, we just use
Just
regular
yeah.
use vodka or vanilla vodka or whipped cream,
Yeah. I
indulge
love that.
like that. Yeah,
With
and
our
then we
cream liqueur
with our cream, yep.
and pumpkin spice. Just
Yeah,
sugar
just
I
my
add
just
it,
feel
shake
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
we need to spend like half an hour another recording and make some cocktails together. You do it on
That
your
sounds
end,
fun.
I do it.
Yeah.
Um, but
Mhm.
so don't you I mean, right now with the industry of the alcohol, the beverage, the wine, obviously, which I live in the wine area, um, do you feel that it's a different time? Do you feel like, suddenly everything's more difficult, or do you feel like, no, doesn't matter, it doesn't affect the curves. We're still in that market that needs mixology and cocktails and stuff like that.
You want to take this one?
No, you go ahead. It's a great question.
It really is. We really see a paradigm shift in the industry. If you look at just consumer demand, not just in alcohol, but in food in general, people are becoming more aware about what they're putting into their bodies.
Oh,
People want to
yes.
see clean ingredients. They want transparency,
Mhm.
understanding like what they're drinking, what they're consuming. And so for us, we feel like we're hitting the market at a right time. There's
Transparency,
yeah, that's right. And keto is really on the rise. Low carb, people are trying to be
cut
healthier.
sugar,
Yeah,
they
and just cut sugar because it's
Yeah.
it's in thing. It's in ketchup, right? I mean, you put it in
Sausages,
bread. Yes,
ketchup,
exactly. Right.
cornflakes. I
Yes,
mean,
yes, yeah.
we,
true.
every direction you look,
Mhm.
somebody's sick, and we need to really start thinking about paying attention to what we're in. Sugar is the worst of the worst, right? Is what
Yeah,
it's got it in everything. So
yeah.
I
And
get that.
I do want to add one more thing. Someone asked me the other day, do we feel threatened by this movement of NAs and mocktails? And I actually said no. We absolutely welcome it, right? Because there's more awareness around what people are doing, and with our products being low ABV, we check that box. And
Mhm.
we're actually starting a collaboration with a uh, non-alcohol bar bottle shop that's here, and they said one of the biggest problems they want to make, most mocktails are full of sugar, right? And so
Yeah. Yeah.
they've been saying that they wanted to do something that was, low or no sugar. And we were like, we have something for you, or,
So
So,
we
so you making something that has no alcohol in it, or you're just going to give
did.
them that
We
because this is no. Let's see. This one has alcohol. Sorry.
yeah,
Are you
those
going to
two
make
have
one with?
alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to answer your question, we started out as a cocktail syrup company and
Yeah.
we pivoted in that first 2 years of kitchen concept to production. When we pivoted into the liqueur industry, we still had the simple syrup on the back burner, as well as all of the expressions in that lane that Brent spoke of. So, we had
Yeah.
a whole sugar-free, alcohol-free cocktail syrup line that we
Hmm.
thought we were going to proceed with before we switched to liqueurs. And of course, all
Yeah.
three liqueurs, the orange, the coffee, and the cream, do have alcohol in them at that low ABV that we
Yeah.
mentioned. So with the
Yeah.
mocktails on the rise, we did go to market with our simple syrup. It's available online only right now and in a couple
Okay.
select little gourmet grocery stores around here. But, the more that people are seeing this better for you beverage movement, the feedback that we're getting is like, gosh, you should go after the mocktail, aspect because
You
now people
know,
are
yeah.
drinking so much sugar in their mocktails. So we just see so many
Yeah.
opportunities everywhere we look. And just primarily with these liqueurs, that there's finally an alternative for
Yeah.
stuff that we love, which is that sweet orange balancing, component of a
Hmm.
margarita, right?
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
where you've got all the sugar. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
have quite a ways to go with just the liqueurs. We have an Aperol that we're launching in the new year. And
Oh
we,
my.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we made it
Okay.
red with dates and berries. But just to wrap up, this part, we have R&D and are ready to move forward with our version of a Chambord, a Frangelico, an Amaretto, and a Midori. So we see,
Oh, holy
Yeah.
yes,
moly.
We're going after all of them.
yes,
Yeah.
we see
Yeah.
a huge opportunity, again, in a category in the alcohol industry that's never been challenged.
And Chambord, you would think how much would that alcohol be in a Chambord?
So raspberry Chambord probably sits at
It's like
20.
20. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all kind of around that 20 ABV mark,
Yep.
give or take 5 points, right?
Hmm.
So,
That's yours
and
or theirs? What is the
well,
regular?
well, we match. So
Oh, you're
whatever,
matching.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
for our Chambord, we match whatever Chambord's ABV
Yeah.
is. For Midori,
Okay.
we do the same, right? Because we want
Yeah.
it easy for bartenders and the at-home user to
Implement
yeah, to
and not
implement it
over
in the same.
pour, right? Because
Yeah.
there's that aspect too. So if we're
Rover
being
have
served,
think.
yeah.
So
Because we did actually do a rendition of them all at 40 because it was simple.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and then we're like, well, we got some feedback from some really amazing people that have been championing us since the beginning. And clearly, the right route to go was to just stick at what people are accustomed to. But I will add, due to the plant-based sweeteners that we use, our liqueurs are 70% as sweet because of them, the monk fruit and the allulose. So they require a heavier pour. So we're a new
Okay.
animal in a sense, as
Hmm.
far as how people are understanding and pouring it and implementing it. But it's just so refreshing when people taste it direct. They're like, oh my gosh. And
blown
then
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they can
Yeah.
make it sweet
Yeah.
or, as balanced as they want.
As
So
they want. And it's going to take a couple of tries because I just try, I've tried it this weekend and I'm figuring out how much I want to pour for each
that's
that fits my palate, and everybody's going to be different, of
Yeah.
course. So
And
so
as a
yeah.
guideline, just last thing, on our website at drinkaboveboard.com, if anyone signs up for our newsletter, it automatically sends our cocktail recipe book as a guideline, as a starting point.
Oh,
So there,
beautiful.
yeah, there's 40 or so different no and low sugar cocktails that are on there. So the idea is that provides a good baseline for the at-home bartender where to start,
Yeah.
because it really directed towards, direct to consumer. So for folks
Mhm.
buying at home, and then when we work with, restaurants and bars, then we kind of have that discussion with them, help them build
Yeah.
them in. Yeah.
I love the idea that you're working on helping mocktails because like we are moving more and more into cocktail workshops and stuff like that is what California Tastings is doing right now. And I feel like we want to offer just mocktails. Maybe call it something else. I don't know, but not, there's so many people like the tech world, you're in Silicon Valley or something. And they have a get together. They don't drink. They want to be able to get up in the morning,
Yeah.
go work out, and get to
Same with
their
us.
office. Yeah.
Yeah.
We enjoy our mocktails, right? Being in the alcohol industry, we're exposed around alcohol
All
every
the
single
time.
day,
Yeah.
and so we have to balance that. If we want to be successful and really drive the business,
Guardrails.
we
Mm-hmm.
have to have those
Mm-hmm.
crowds, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, things are going to fall through the cracks. And so, yeah, it's like
What
it's
a different time to the generation before me, like probably our parents. It was a whole different ball game, right? There was a lot of drinking going on. There was a lot of,
yeah,
but I feel now because of the younger generation, we're also not drinking as much. So we got the younger generation really boycotting it and saying, you know what, I'll do a Saturday night. I'll go out. That's it. I want to be able to get up in the morning and work out and go to work and feel kind
Yeah.
of normal, right? And
and that's a really good point, because if you think about like what our parents and our grandparents, the way that they lived, things have evolved so fast, right? The advancement of technology, things we're doing, like we're
yeah,
operating at a faster and more complex speed than our grandparents were,
Yeah.
right? It's just the nature of evolution. And so we have to be cognizant of that. We
Yeah.
we do have to put those guardrails in place to be
yeah.
effective
Yeah.
and keep up
And
with
you're
the
doing
change.
that, which is really cool. You're doing that. I'm really focusing on mocktails a lot. And I feel like the only thing missing is the alcohol part that makes you feel bad. Don't get me wrong, I love an actual cocktail with alcohol in it. But I'm saying for people that are working the next day early,
Yeah.
this is really, really a great thing to start pushing out there.
I
Yeah,
will
and
say, I just feel like although there's a trend towards less, alcohol isn't going away. I mean, the
yes,
celebratory,
Absolutely.
so
that's
it's
right.
the better for you.
Absolutely.
Let's
Yeah.
be more mindful. Let's be
Yeah.
better, in this lane. And, it's interesting because we find now that we're dialing it down as much as we are. It's like, gosh, two cocktails and I'm good.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Don't
Honestly,
right?
that's
Like you don't need
don't ruin.
5, 6
no.
cocktails, It's
It's
like
so
we're-
funny. We used to feel like we could have a cocktail, then we start off with some champagne, then we have a cocktail, then we open a bottle of wine for one during dinner and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we maybe end up with some port. And oh my God, those days are gone. I mean, I
yeah.
don't even know how old you can be to do that kind of thing, but we used to do it. We used to feel
All the
good.
time, right? Well,
Oh
as we
my
get
God.
older, it makes it a lot
Takes me a
tougher
week to
to rebound,
recuperate.
right?
I don't know
Yeah.
what to
Yeah.
say.
4 days.
So
Yeah.
there is a great need. I love what you're doing, you guys, because I'm all about that. It's just
Yeah.
like we got to think about it.
And
So
just one more note
yeah,
there, you know, two of the main reasons for hangovers are sugar intake and
Mm,
dehydration. So
yes,
that is we tried to be thoughtful about, approaching the liqueur industry because with the sugars we're using, or the sugar alternatives, if you will,
yeah.
it doesn't create that it reduces your hangovers because you're not taking in that full amount of sugar. Right now, if you're going
Okay.
off and eating a piece of chocolate cake right after you have a cocktail, that's a
Yeah.
whole different thing,
that's
right?
where I
Yeah.
want my sugar in
Yeah.
You're
cake.
like, don't blame me. Yeah, exactly. You want to have enough room to have that
That's right.
cake or puff pastry. I'm obsessed with puff pastries. But you want to have enough. Yeah, if I'm having sugar in my cocktail and I'm gonna have a nice dessert, it's like honestly, I feel like in the United States you drink water and you gain weight. When you're living in Europe, which I grew up there, you don't. It's so bizarre. But right now, here in the United States, we want to be able to enjoy those little things.
Yes.
Somewhere we got to cut out some of the sugar, right? And it's great that we can still have that cake at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We call it guilt-free indulgence,
Love
and
it.
to
Love
be able
it.
to bring back dessert cocktails and all that, and have people not feel like they're compromising their health goals. We
Yeah.
actually have diabetes foundations reaching out to us, wanting to know more. We've done a couple golf
Wow.
tournaments and fundraisers. They
Yeah.
invited us. We would never think to approach them.
Right.
The alcohol,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Like, do you want some alcohol? No.
yeah,
No, that's
end of
great
the
that
day,
they are thinking that,
people,
thinking about this.
yeah,
Yeah, they see it.
yeah, they see it,
They see it.
and they're
Yeah.
tired of vodka sodas, so
Yeah,
there.
I bet. I bet. So
Pathetic.
if I know you're doing a lot of collaborations. What is one collaboration you guys would love to jump on right now? Apart from California Tastings, of course. Where else would you like to, where else is there some company that you like to collaborate with?
Well, I think we should shout out Hyatt right now, just because that's where we're doing our launch party tonight. So the
Oh, this is in San
fantastic,
Diego?
Yes, it is. So it's at the
I wanted to be there.
Manchester Grand Hyatt in Seaport Village. The restaurant that's on
It's
Seaport
beautiful.
there. It's a beautiful place called Sally's.
So,
On the beach.
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
the John Allen, the food and beverage manager, just absolutely loved our products and complimented us for how passionate we are about our brand and
Oh,
what we're bringing to
yeah.
market. And she gave us a chance. And I think that we've gotten into a few Hyatt locations, and we just the whole corporation sees it. They want to
Large
build this better for you. Yeah.
All
And
of
so
Hyatt is on board with, I mean, I say on board, above board with
get
this?
on board with above board.
that's
Above board with this?
yeah.
We had the
Yay, you
pleasure
guys.
of
Yeah.
meeting with the
Fantastic.
national beverage director, and he loves our product. Now, with that said, he sees a vision for, again, a whole no low sugar cocktail offering and
Yeah.
possibly a spa implementation. But, really, it's
Oh,
just awesome to be able to work with these local Hyatt locations and prove its viability. And within a week of launching this no and low sugar cocktail menu, which didn't disrupt their main menu, just to give it a go. Within a week, they reordered 2 cases of each because people were just enjoying it so much. So
so cool. So cool.
we love
Yes.
that,
Yeah.
it opened the door to having connections with these food and beverage managers who have autonomy to do whatever they want, even though the national has said, this is a good thing you guys are doing. That
Yeah.
takes time, right? So we're
Yeah.
so honored to have the ability to work with some of these
Yeah.
amazing brands.
No,
And
Hyatt, you've done well. If you can get yourself in there in there with those guys, they're gonna hold your hand. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. I think
yeah, so
congratulations.
thank you. And
Yeah,
so we don't leave out the other Hyatts that we're in. We're in at the Hyatt and Gaslamp, so the rooftop
Ondas.
on
Been there
Dawes.
many times.
They
Okay,
brought
yeah.
us in. They were the first ones to bring us in, and then the rooftop in Oceanside
Beautiful
picked us
Hmm.
property.
up. They
Oh,
only have two cocktails on the menu. They have a spicy sugar-free margarita and an espresso martini, and they're ordering four to
using
six
yours.
a month. Like they're just
Consistently at least two
absolutely
cocktails on
crushing
the
it.
menu.
Yeah,
So
and then we just met with
Fantastic.
the Hyatt in La Jolla,
yeah.
and they're bringing us on next weekend for the Breeders' Cup. So we're going to be there 3 days.
No
Oh,
way.
yeah, and so we're so excited. They
I
just
mean, guys,
everyone's been so great.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will
yeah,
add one more thing. I think one of our approaches that's really gone well with restaurants and bar owners is that we are learning what the pain points are of that role. And
yeah.
so I asked, what's bogging you down? What's behind your bar that you can't move right now? Because
Hmm.
generally speaking, all the base spirits have zero sugar, right? Unless now we're learning some tequilas have additives and things like that. But
Yeah,
generally speaking, right? And they were able to say, "Oh, I can't move this rum or I can't move this bourbon." And I was like, "Let me pair it with us on a no and low sugar cocktail menu that won't
yeah,
just be your main, and let's just see how it moves." And we have not had one entity that hasn't implemented it the way we suggested, poured
yeah.
it the way we suggested, and not re
Suggested.
yeah,
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 yeah. Because we give
yeah,
the
good for you.
recipes, have fun with the names.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
We just want to make it easy for them,
yes,
right?
you create all that for them. That's
yes,
That's right.
that's
Yeah.
fun.
We
yeah.
do digital menus,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
can do QR code driven menus, and a lot of places don't want to change their main menu, and so we'll create this
Costly.
digital menu and say, hey, look, just try it out for 30
Print it
days,
out for them. Yep. Whatever they
and
need.
so
So
they can do
cool.
it table tents or
Yeah,
uh, code driven through like a coaster or
yeah.
something, and
And we
yeah,
have so much
it's
fun
worked really well.
naming the drinks too
Oh, I
to make it
bet. I
We
would
live.
love
do.
to see
Yeah.
those. Yeah, we need to play with some of those. Let me ask you, so tonight you're all dolled up and you're getting in the car and you're driving to your event. What song will you be playing that will resonate with above board?
Oh my gosh. Well,
Music's so important to us.
music,
We
it
love
The
really is.
song question
We
has to happen by
we're
me.
we're very diverse, and it
we
really
are.
depends on mood.
Yep.
We go more for stations, and just because there's so many. We love the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
We love the Who. And I think
Give me
those.
one song. Give me one song.
You can say shake your rumpa. I don't, oh gosh, that's just a tough one. We're having our buddy's band play who does Johnny Cash cover band. So our
Huh?
music taste runs the gamut. So
He's doing
Yeah.
it tonight at the event.
Um,
yes, yeah, they're coming down and it's so great because I grew up in Point Loma and Ocean Beach
yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're most wonderful group of people that remember me from
Oh.
crashing the backyard monster parties in Point Loma, when I was like 15, 16,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
have them all be, still here in San Diego and still
yeah.
playing together and coming down to support what we're doing.
Oh, well, if I was there, I would come over and support. I wish I was in San Diego right now. I'm actually may be there next week, but fantastic. Such great news. Above board. Again, gosh, I am enjoying my cocktails so much.
Thank you.
And yeah, this is awesome, you guys. Are you going to be like in Total Wine and those places soon?
We are in Total Wine, and we're
You
also,
already are?
yeah, we're in Ralph's as well. So
Yay!
yeah,
Thanks for
That's right.
lining
I
up.
didn't know
You
that.
would never
yes,
think. We're
yeah.
so blessed.
Well, just in San Diego. So we're in
Oh,
six
just
Total
in
Wine
San Diego.
locations.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
we're in 10 Ralph locations. But the
Yeah.
CEO actually walked through the Del Mar location and stopped at our stand that we have. And he's like,
Yeah.
"What's this?" And he was
There
blown
you
away
go.
by what we're
There you
doing. And
go.
What
we're
are the
hoping in
chances?
January we're going to
Yeah.
expand up into Orange and LA County. So
I really would love to get
You
it up to Santa Barbara,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. Like
or
if you can get it up here,
yeah,
Sonoma County, Marin County, Sonoma County, from San Francisco up to us, I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to love it. So, well, it's been absolutely my pleasure, Nicole. I'm so happy I met you at that conference. We were giggling for a long time. And it's just I straight away knew I wanted to be friends with you. So really appreciate you. I know you're busy taking the time to chat with me, and I think this is going to be absolutely fantastic. Um,
well, same. And you
so
need to let us know next time you're in the area. And
yeah,
we would love an excuse to come up and
why
talk to
don't
some of your
you?
people.
yeah. Our
So
warehouse is in Petaluma,
it
by
is.
the way.
Yeah.
So
No way.
yeah,
In Petaluma.
yes.
Okay, a bunch of amazing restaurants there. So if you're coming up, just let me know. I'll book something for
Great.
us that I love, and my husband will come and we'll hang out together, and I'll be your guide up here.
Love
So
Hey,
it. Love
yeah,
it.
that'd be
sounds great.
absolutely fantastic. And I just want to end by saying that this is Beyond the Pour. I'm Nilu, your sommelier host, and we are on YouTube. Please like, please subscribe, please share. We're trying to get the word out there. It's moving along well. And I'm talking to trailblazers in the hospitality industry. And please do follow the journey. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank
You've
you for
been
your time.